Good morning. What's happening, David? What's happening, Sean? We've got Coley. We've got the monthly close coming up in a couple of hours, I think. Let's just have a look. So we're 8 o'clock right now, my time. Yeah, it's about an hour and 42 minutes exactly. So not only is it the monthly close, but it is the quarterly close. So we've got October, November, December, Q4 coming up very soon. So the last 3 months, what has that produced? Let's go on the monthly. So July, August, September. Pretty much just ranging market, you know. We're just chopping sideways for those last 3 months. But let's check it out. Let me just turn the music down a touch. There we go. All right. What's up, DC Woodworking? How you doing? So, yeah, these 3 months here, it's kind of been, at least to me, telling that we've found some kind of support structure, and we're struggling to even break below 18,000, let alone revisit 17,600. But you know that all could change, of course. But if we go down to like the daily chart, a smaller time frame, yeah, yes, we got a lower low here. So this was our initial downtrend here off this high. So all of these lows being lower, 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 yeah? Now we're looking for the first sign of a higher low. We may have already set that in here, but you know, this structure is still building. We've got, if I go down to the hourly chart, you can see at the moment on the micro time frames, we're playing with an ascending trend right here. So we're getting support coming in a good 4 times in a row here, and we're currently testing that line. So this will be interesting to see if we, you know, sort of head back down toward these lower support areas to retest, or whether this trend holds and we finally get our macro break. And I'll show you, I'm going to zoom out and show you that macro sort of time frame as well. So let me just turn off levels here, and I'll just turn some other bits and pieces off. All right. So if I jump out on, say, the weekly chart, you can see there's our 2017 all-time high of 20K, our 2018 market high of 14,000, and we seem to be holding nicely, you know, at around, let's just call it $18,000. You know, technically we wicked down to 17.6, but it's pretty much 18,000. 17,622 is where I've got that really thick white line, that horizontal line. And then obviously we've got the descending trend line from the all-time high. So that's been trending for some time now. We've had, you know, a major pivot point here, which produced the angle. And then since then we've had, you know, a few attempts to approach it, but, you know, inevitably we've been rejected by it and rolled back down. So if we nail down onto the daily chart, you can see we are working our way into this apex structure here, which is very, you know, it's a big moment for Bitcoin coming up in the coming days. We may, you know, me talking about this ascending channel or this ascending trend line here, this may be something to keep our eyes on as Q4 starts, you know. So I'm not too sure when the futures, like the Bitcoin futures, closes or ends on the, you know, the CME futures, or the there is another one that does futures as well, but they usually run, I think, quarterly, maybe. I'm not sure, but I'll have to look into that. But being the end of the quarter and the start of, we're heading into October now, Q4, that can be historic. Like historically, that has been a bullish sort of time. September seems to be, a kind of like a corrective month, I would say, and as seen in previous cycles. So let me bring up that Bitcoin performance on month-by-month basis. And there's a bit of a chart. I did hear a super chat come through. Ben Brown, $1.99. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let me see. Bitcoin monthly returns. I'll just get the image up here. Here we go. So this isn't totally up to date. So I think this goes as far as February 2021. But if I just open this image here in a new tab, I can bring it across. Here we go. So you can see historically September, or some people call it Rectember, there's only been like 3 instances in the past where it's been green. Every other month, every other year, September has been some kind of a pullback or negative returns month. And then switching across to October, it starts to look a lot more green. So you've got a lot more, like comparatively speaking, it's almost 50-50 there. We'll have to see how 2021 behaved on September. Let me just go back and check that actually. So monthly chart, we're looking for 2021 September, which is here. Yeah, it was red. So we had another pullback during September, and you can see October last year produced a 39%, basically a 40% pump in Bitcoin after that retracement. Mind you, the market was in a very different place at that time last year, but nonetheless, I think we've sort of paid our dues with this retracing, and there's clear evidence, I think, that we've found some kind of solid support at this range. Like, we've spent basically almost 3 months hitting this area of support and not breaking through it. So there's a lot of demand below 20,000, I'm pretty sure. A lot of people happy to purchase Bitcoin below 20. They see that as a good deal, basically. So fair value for Bitcoin is another thing to consider. Now, I'm just wondering if there is actually some kind of fair value indicator, fair value gap. Let's try this one. This is by Lux Algo. So just opening this one up, I'm not sure how to read this, but these are basically gaps that have been left behind that have not been filled. Let's see. So yeah, this huge candle down that we suffered, basically there is a lot of headroom above us to come up, and no doubt the whales will be looking for that liquidity of all the people that are going short in this area, which is very dangerous because we are at support. I'm not saying going short is wrong. I'm just saying it's risky, obviously, but you'd want to make sure you have a stop loss so that you don't get stuck in a short position and get squeezed out. So because October coming around could produce some positive momentum there, and if you are someone that sort of believes, or at least lends some kind of credibility to the moon phase, we've also got that coming up as well. So the 10th of October, I believe, is a full moon. And as some of us know that the full moon produces bullish activity, the new moon produces bearish activity. So it's activity around leading up to that moon phase is what you tend to look for. So as you can see, the full moon here, we had a whole bunch of bullish activity around that full moon, and then working into the new moon during September. September being a bearish kind of month anyway, got this massive retracement, and not to mention all of the Federal Reserve, the FOMC sort of statements that have been coming out, with their interest rate hikes, has sort of pushed the sentiment even further, even though it was kind of bleak to begin with. But it's certainly pushed us back toward that key support area of 18,000. Coley with the super chat. Stop in B soon. Miss you. Great TA as always. Will do. Thank you, Coley. Appreciate that. I'll pop in there in a few, probably in 20 minutes, half an hour. Maybe I'll be in there during the quarterly close. I'll come into there and get other people's opinions and whatnot, and just say g'day. All right, so yeah, that is the next phase we're building toward, is the full moon. As you can see, in the past, bullish activity around the full moon is not uncommon. It's not a guarantee, but yeah, you can see full moons producing. This was quite. This was a bit of a washout, so that was an exception to that. But yeah, around the new moon though, you can see, retracement, and we've got one here, which came in early, I would say. But yeah, I think we are due for some kind of uptick, some kind of relief of this selling that we've been enduring for some time now. I would be surprised if we get a lower low below 18,000. That's why I've got an alert set there that you can see that orange dotted line, because I definitely want to know if Bitcoin pushes below 18,000. But yeah, I've got it there. It's ready to warn me if it does happen. Let's check out now another factor, another very strong factor, is the dollar index, the DXY, or the Dixie as some people call it. That's been driving for some time now. That's just been insane. Let me go on the weekly chart. So if we go all the way back to the global financial crisis, the GFC, we hit a peak right here in 2009, which was after the GFC, of course. And once again, hitting a peak here and here. And this has produced this trend, this resistance trend line going up. And you can see the dollar index tried to break through that, but it is a key line of resistance, and it's currently retraced off that. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if this trend, this uptrend that we've got here, this parabola, because it's been going parabolic, can be enough to really punch through that resistance and, retest the high of, what was it, the year 2000? Yeah. Basically, 2001 was this high of 121 on the DXY. So we're not far off. It's only 10 more on the scale here. But I'm not sure these are. I don't think that's dollars. Anyway, I don't pretend to know what the DXY is all about, but I know that the key economies that it's indexing against are the euro and the yen, and probably the pound as well. It has some kind of ratio in there, but yeah, as we know, those economies aren't doing that great at the moment, which is part of the reason why the dollar index is pumping. Not to mention, a lot of investors and traders are hiding in the dollar, basically weathering the storm. because there is a lot of market uncertainty at the moment, especially with the whole Russia-Ukraine crisis at the moment. And yeah, Europe is going into winter, and they're having, energy. There's going to be some kind of energy crisis as well, which has been, forecast. So we'll see how that plays out. But let's see. I'm just going to read a couple more comments off here. So Scott says, "Damn, I found you again. I used to listen and watch you since over a year. When Doge was doing its thing, you taught me a lot. Thank you." You're welcome. Glad you learnt something. Jimmy, hello Rick. Nice to hear you again with great knowledge. Appreciate that. And Buddy. Woohoo, Buddy. Let's see. We'll go back to... So yeah, this dollar index capping out here, finding resistance on that trend line. Could that be enough to see at least some kind of, corrective move here to put us back down to retest maybe this trend line? See, we've got a trend going down here as well. Could it turn that into support and then us retest here? That could be enough to see out, this is the end of the year. So this is the next 3 months. So Q4 could see the dollar index retracing, or at least, consolidating sideways. We'll just have to wait and see how, the macro factors play into it, the economic factors around the world behave during the next 3 months. And that'll sort of determine where the dollar's heading. And then obviously the dollar is not so much causation, but, there's a correlation there, or it's basically a symptom of what's happening globally. And the stock market is kind of like a reflection of that. So if the dollar's pumping up, that money is going into it to ride out the uncertainty. And when things are uncertain, people aren't going, into stocks or investing into the stock market, which is why we've seen it correct as well. So the stock market sentiment lends sentiment to crypto as well, because it is a risk asset. So if we get any kind of stability or even retracement off the dollar index, that will sort of maybe imply that there's going to be some activity happening back into the stock market in a positive sense. So let's look at, so this is the Dow Jones. It's getting hammered at the moment. It's broken that support that it set in back in June. The Nasdaq, similar, not as heavy of a retracement at this stage as the Dow Jones. And then S&P 500, yeah, it's broken that support as well. So that could spell, a bit of trouble for the stock market. So going short here might be a decent play. Maybe, I don't doubt that there was a lot of people setting up shorts at the break of this low here, because that is basically a continuation of a downtrend on the stock market. So is it a fixed relationship? Like, just because the stock market goes down, does that mean that crypto has to also retrace? Not necessarily. It can break that kind of trend of, going down in basically tandem with the stock market, crypto. So let me open up a total crypto market cap chart, because that'll be more of a representation of crypto as a whole. Even though Bitcoin, it'll look very similar to the Bitcoin chart anyway, because Bitcoin's so dominant. But look at this. We've set in a higher low. If we're following the stock market so, what would you call it, faithfully, if we're following it that closely, wouldn't you expect crypto to have made a new low too, just as the stock market has? But it hasn't. So that might be a hint that we're breaking away from that perfect correlation to the stock market. Or another sort of hypothesis that I had was, the stock market coming off the all-time high has only retraced about 25%, right? Crypto total, if we take it from the all-time high, which happened around a similar time frame, has come down like at least 70%, probably 75, right? So it's done its bleeding. It's sort of all the damage, all the retracement has happened a lot sooner in crypto than it has with the stock market. So something has propped and kept the stock market up in the meantime, right? So if we take the top of the stock market, so this is the S&P 500, and we retrace it as heavy as Bitcoin has retraced, right? I mean, it doesn't have to retrace the same percentage, obviously, but you know, crypto has come a lot closer to its. So this is the COVID low, right? Check out the crypto COVID low. Where's that? That's here. Let me turn on a logarithmic scale. So yeah, there is a lot of distance between where we're at and the COVID drop, right? Just as there is on the stock market here. But and even check out the supports as well. So obviously the Bitcoin one is that 14,000 that I mentioned earlier, which correlates to the crypto high here. But I think the stock market has a lot more correcting, you know, potential behind it than crypto has. I think most of the uncertain money has already left crypto as a whole. That's just my opinion, but you know, I'm not saying that there can't be further correction, and yeah, we could definitely see Bitcoin head back down to test that 2018 high of $14,000, right? So where have we got it? Let me just go back to my Binance chart for Bitcoin. Here we go. So yeah, there is. I mean, it's not even that far of a drop between where we are now to the 2018 high, right? Just here. So that purple line. But in saying that, there is proven to be a lot of support at or above $18,000. So we're kind of bouncing now to see if, you know, what side's going to break. Are we going to break resistance or are we going to break support and retrace lower? So I, like me personally, I've already been building a long position because either way you look at it, if we go up from here, I've got my skin in the game. If we go down from here, great. I'm going to buy more. Like I'm going to bolster and strengthen my position, if any. You know, I'm going to double down because I know that we are so close to, you know, previous major pivotal supports, right? I'm not buying all-time highs. I'm not setting up an investment position at all-time highs. This is market lows. Check out all of the oscillators that are indicating, you know, that we've corrected dramatically since that all-time high. Let me go back to the weekly here. So the RSI here has already hit a low and it's trending up, if at all. And there is so much room above to even if it just causes a relief rally, we've got a lot of room to move up. And, you know, the bears have been trying to smash the support, but I think there's just enough demand to keep it to where supply isn't overpowering the demand, right? And that is, you know, clear as day to me by the lows. You can see the best it could do was put us down here to 17.6. It attempted to do it again, even off the bad news of the FOMC, right? Even all that carnage. We've only managed to get it down as low as 18,200 or whatever it is, right? So yeah, that's contrary to what pretty much 95% of YouTube analysts are saying that it's all negative, right? It's all like fear and gloom. You know, they're all playing into that narrative of fear. So you got to start thinking sort of in an inverse way to that. So be a bit of a contrarian for the macro views perspective, because if you play into that, if you play into the fear, you're going to do exactly what they want you to do. And this is the market makers, right? They want it bleak, they want it negative because they want to buy your crypto. That's basically what that's the scenario. It happens every phase, every market cycle, at the market low. And that there is a word for it, and that is capitulation. Capitulation means giving up. You know, after time of struggling, and it's basically wearing you down and changing your psychology, your outlook to be negative, right? That's capitulation. So the key takeaway from that, or what the point I'm trying to make, is don't capitulate. See it as a positive thing. Like, this is a buying area. There's no doubt about it. Like, if it gets lower, that's cool, not a problem. Buy more. You know what I mean? So this is not financial advice, of course. This is just what I'm doing. This is my strategy, and it's my opinion. So yeah, I'm definitely not telling you by any means. At the top of the market, I was, people telling you to buy around here. That's what 85% of YouTube is going to be telling you. When we go up high into these, into this type of market scenario in the highs, that's when you see, Bitcoin to 100,000, Bitcoin to 200,000. That's dangerous advice or dangerous sentiment to be putting out there when things are going through the roof, all-time high. You should be looking to exit or close positions long-term when things are smashing all-time highs, right? Because it's so far away from average price. So let's also bring that up. So let's hide the drawings because I just want to use solely an indicator. So we're going to go full screen. Let's go weekly. And I'll probably turn on the logarithmic view as well, just so it makes a bit more sense. All right, and I'm going to bring in just like, a simple moving average. We're on the weekly, so let's use the... Wait, that's the wrong indicator. 1 second. Just want the stock standard simple moving average. Hang on a second. Just moving average. There we go. Change the color so that you guys can see it as well. Change the length to say, even 50 will show that we're so far off. We're so below average, it's not funny, right? Let's go to 200 because I know that the 200 weekly moving average is a very popular kind of level to measure off. Now, I think we need a little bit more data, as you guys in America would say. We need more data. So let me open up the Bitstamp chart because that's got way more information on it. It goes back to like 2013 or something. Here we go. I'll bring that moving average in. We'll make it the 200 weekly and make it yellow so you can see it. Puts length 200. Okay, this will be better, promise. There we go. That's a lot more information. You can see a bit of a trend too, right? Every time we duck below the 200 weekly, these are amazing buying opportunities. Mind you, these weren't recessions, right? 2015 wasn't a recession. 2020 was just an anomalous black swan event, the COVID outbreak, right? This, once again, that wasn't a recession either. But yeah, so we are in a recessionary period, hence why we've spent so much time below the 200 weekly. But I just think there's way more interest from the whales and from the big guys in town to buy at these levels, right? And that's what's holding us at this range because they know that the value is amazing at this area where it's below average. This is the average price. You could almost see the 200 moving average, the 200 weekly moving average as where Bitcoin's fair value should be. So really, if things were like, if in a perfect world, if things were just always priced perfectly based off the previous 200 weeks, Bitcoin should be at about $23,474, which is what the indicator is saying right here, right? That's the average price. So we are a fair distance below that average, meaning that these prices at the moment are good. It's a good region to start accumulating, or at least thinking about accumulating, right? When price goes dramatically above, which is a very typical of Bitcoin, it goes bull mode, right? It goes way above average, and it spends way more time above that average as well. Even in a bear market, it's still above average, right? So this is a very amazing, rare time to, historically speaking. I know that the past is not always a perfect indication of what you should do in the future, but it rhymes. Like there is at least, some kind of fuel for consideration, So that's all I'm saying about that. I think I've made myself pretty clear. Let's look at it on a linear scale as well. So yeah, this is kind of unprecedented. Bitcoin has never done this, like spent this much time, this many weeks below the 200 moving average. So keep your eyes on that. Not to mention, we are approaching this really long-term apex, right, from the trends and the support. So it's a very exciting time. The sad thing is the majority of retail, like you and me, we are retail, right? The majority of retail is not even looking at crypto at the moment, They'll come back. The bulk of the crowds will come back when this starts to happen, right? And they're going to be too late. Well, they're not going to be too late, but they're going to get in after the better times, right? The better times to get in are during these flat periods. This is where the millionaires are made, right? Down in the flat, down in the depths, which is exactly where we are, kind of thing. So yeah, accumulating. That's the name of the game at the moment. So DC woodworking, you've got the right idea, I think. If we go lower, it's only good news. So don't stress. Don't whatever you do, don't capitulate. Accumulate. That could be like a tagline. Yeah, there is a lot of fear still out there. There's a lot of bad sentiment that the show's over. Crypto's done forever. Like it's done. But that happens at every bear market. Trust me. I heard it all back here as well. Like during this retracement, people were like, "Oh, the party's over. That's never going to happen again." Push to 20K. Like they thought it was a once-off, and then capitulated. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, this optimistic rally showed that there is still life. I think it was this is just a necessary relief rally off that, those months and months on end of just selling, right? And we've had that. We've had months and months on end of selling in a big dramatic way, right? So I think we are nearing. I'm not going to be stupid and call the bottom, but I think we're at least in the vicinity of the bottom. It might happen. It might have already happened, or it might happen within the next 6 months. But I don't think we're going to see any more insane retracements to like this level, right? This is where the bulk of the whales get out of their positions. They probably did it through here. They probably caused these 3 weekly candles of bloodshed here, the smart money, right? This is the profit taking zone. And then the rest of it is people realizing, oh yeah, no, the party's over, and then they get out too. But anyway, that's the macro view. Let me read through some of these comments that I've let go past me here. Tampa, Florida, sending love to all my love to Fort Myers. Yeah, hope all of you guys in Florida are okay after that Hurricane Ian swept through. I saw that on the charts. That was crazy. Hopefully that it didn't cause too much damage. I haven't seen a report. Like, I'll have to check out how the aftermath of that went. Jeff says, good stuff, Rick. Hey, if you have the time, you think I could get your take on Apple? Ah, yeah, sure thing. I'm going to have a look at Apple. Let's do that. And then we might jump into B's Discord server just to say hello. Okay. Apple, I've got it in my list here somewhere. AAPL. Yeah, so damn, this week has been pretty severe for Apple, an 8% retracement. So basically, you know, we're in the weekend now. The stock market has closed for the weekend, so it'll be interesting to see how it treats this low here, Apple. Because technically it's not so much in a downtrend just yet. So this section was, right, that was a downtrend here, but if we are able to establish support on Apple at around this area, maybe, you know, as the fourth quarter is starting now, so potentially that could change things for Apple. But you know, stock market is quite different to crypto. Crypto's a different kind of asset, right? Especially Bitcoin. Stocks are dependent on a company performing, right? And what's behind a company? Humans. So that's the key difference. Like, what's behind Bitcoin? And that's an algorithm and a blockchain. It's a technology which drives Bitcoin. Like, you know, it's basically just, yeah, it's just an equation. So we all know what Bitcoin, how it's going to perform. Like, you know, functionally speaking, it's going to be doing the same thing as it's doing right now, and as it has done since 2009. You know, it's predictable. You know, we know at least what it's been programmed to do. Whereas with Apple, you could argue Apple's a lot more speculative than Bitcoin in a sense, because you don't know if Apple's gonna, you know, bring out something early next year that is a complete failure and tanks the stock, you know, like significantly, or, you know, you just don't know. So, I mean, Apple's probably a bad example because it's probably like one of the record breaking companies, right? As far as growth. But yeah, it's hard to say, man. I think the tech sector, which is pretty much what the NASDAQ is, the NASDAQ is basically all of the technology type companies. The top 100 seem to be technology, like, you know, your Google, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, you name it. So I think much like the rest of the stock market at the moment, it's just broken support. So I would be very cautious if you are in like an investment position with Apple. You know, just as an investor, you would see retracement as a good thing because it means you can go and accumulate more at cheaper prices. So would I be accumulating right now? Probably not just yet, because it's broken support, right? I would expect further retracement, and especially waiting for the FOMC meetings. Like, wait for the next sort of Jerome Powell, is that his name? The Fed chairman. Anyway, wait for him to come out and do his statement to see what kind of angle they've got going on. At the moment, they're trying to fight inflation with interest rate hikes, but a lot of people suggest that that doesn't work anyway. So, yeah, I'm not a financial expert by any means. I'm not an economic guru, but yeah, it is interesting to see how the markets react when he comes out and says stuff. So, hey Sarah, what's happening? Hopefully that was enough of an analysis on Apple for you there. But yeah, a lot of these technology stocks, they might be facing, a pretty scary fourth quarter to the year. But I would say just wait to see how next week plays out, because we technically this could just turn into a wick, or just a fake out of this support, right? Maybe it can find support and start trending back up again, so we get like a really big fat double bottom. Yeah, next week will be interesting because it's the start of the fourth quarter. It's a brand new week of trading, so we got, and then potentially, let me just check the calendar, because there may be some macro things coming on. Fed Chair Powell speaks on September the 27th, which we've already had. Let's see. What other key events do we have coming up? So we've had the core price index, or is that coming up? Let me just check my clock thing here. Yeah, it's set to my time. So yeah, that's already happened. Go back here, calendar. So that happened yesterday for me at 10:30 p.m. So that was last night. How did that happen? How did that play out? So forecast was 0.5 and the outcome was actually 0.6. So actual greater than forecast is good for currency, and that's potentially why the DXY pushed up overnight for me. Yeah. So this kind of like bounce here, this activity was probably backed off the back of this core PCE, which is the personal consumption expenditures, PCE, consumer price index. Anyway, let's check further into the future here for what's coming up. So the 4th of October, I'm looking for those FOMC things. So we've got job openings, OPEC meetings, unemployment rate. Might have to go a bit further in. PPI, here we go. So here's producer price index. That's coming up on the 12th of October. So this is like mid next month. And then here we go. This is the thing that everyone sort of holds onto their seats for. The 13th of October. Thank God it's not a Friday the 13th. But yeah, Thursday the 13th. We've got the next CPI release. I'm not sure we don't even have a forecast just yet. We're a bit early, but yeah, so mid next month, we're going to have that FOMC. Hopefully it's more positive than negative. And when do we have our full moon? The 10th of October. So it is coming up. It's about 2 weeks away, right? 2 weeks away. We'll have a full moon. This is 3 days after the full moon. So hopefully they work together and at least give us a little bit of relief. And maybe that'll be enough to kick things off in a positive direction for the rest of the year. But if not, yeah, it's the buying season continues. But yeah, that's kind of the way I see it. I don't think the world's ending, by any means. But yeah, we could be in for a bit more of a rocky ride as the year goes out, at least for the stock market. Crypto, contrary to popular belief and people thinking that crypto is just going to die along with the stock market, not die, but retrace heavy, right? I think it's already done it. I think it's already seen the worst. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I might jump across into Discord, so that's B's channel, and just see what's happening in there. Say good day. So give me a moment while I do that.
My wife just left to get us our dinner, and it looks like I'm getting, what are they called? They're butterfly shrimps, but they are, they have like a little batter in the middle, and there's like garlic and butter. Oh my god. Yum. That sounded like the voice from God right there.
What's happening, man?
Hey.
Hey, Rick.
You have
Applebee's, Turbo?
No.
I want to go to Applebee's. What is Applebee's? Is that some kind of like chain in the US?
Yeah, it's what Fridays is, right? Fridays restaurants or no?
Nah.
But it's better. Yeah, it's just a chain, but it's good.
Oh yeah. Cool. I'm streaming at the moment in YouTube, and just to let you guys know, I've come in here. There's only like 23 people or something, so don't get nervous, don't get shy. 27 people, all good. Yeah, I've just done like a macro sort of perspective view on the stock market and crypto, and we've got the Federal Reserve, like the FOMC stuff coming up on the 13th of October, so 2 weeks away. Yeah. Carry on, boys. Sorry.
Damn it.
It's all right.
How did you like
you can watch it again.
Birthday pump this morning?
Yeah. That's whose birthday?
Mine.
Oh yeah, yours. That's right. I remember you saying. Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Now we just got it taken all back.
Yeah. They keep you guessing.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
No worries. That's good. We're less than an hour away from the close of the third quarter, so we're about to start Q4. That's a big deal, I think. Could see something happening as the quarter closes, So yeah, we're on the cusp of the,
SPY was closing below the 200 weekly.
Yeah.
I figured that probably is not a good sign.
Well, yeah, the stock market's definitely looking kind of scary at the moment. But the good thing is, I reckon at least, crypto has already seen the worst of this correction. People jump out of crypto first, right? They don't stay around in crypto, like the smart money at least, during, a bear market. So, yeah, I think the worst of it, like the biggest amounts of money have already been out of crypto months and months ago. So whatever's left, this is just like the trading, you know what I mean? Like the day-to-day push and pull kind of stuff. But yeah, I could be wrong. We could see another huge severe leg down to below 10K. Who knows? Who knows? So I'm happy to be proven wrong by the charts, but yeah, that's my view.
That's what everyone's expecting, though.
I know. Yep.
So shouldn't we? I mean, usually when everyone is expecting something to happen, doesn't it tend to do the opposite? I was saying that earlier.
Like $100,000.
He sounds like Luke.
You sound like Luke a little bit. Yeah.
When people were saying 100K, when Bitcoin was approaching 70,000 at the all-time high, right? People were like, oh yeah, we're going to get to 100K, no problems. And yeah, that didn't work out. Or, Doge to $1, like that was another thing. during that push, it didn't happen, unfortunately. We wish it did, but yeah, it just didn't work out like that. So you got to be careful, like following the majority sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna have a nice run.
Yeah,
the long-term holders like
this has me intrigued.
I think at least, if not a bull run, at least some kind of relief rally. You know, at least another one of them. You know, it may not take us to 30K. It might only take us back up to, 25. Who knows? But yeah there's got to be
25.
Because we've been in a correction for like a month now, or 2 months. When was the height of that relief? That was like the 15th of August. Yeah, so mid-August. It's been about a month and a half. We've been pulling back. But yeah, let's see what happens. Less than an hour.
Well, also, who is there that's still left to sell? That's still willing to sell? You know what I mean? Like the long-term holders. Like long-term holders are supposedly at an all-time high right now, or the long-term holders just aren't selling anymore. Not that they're at an all-time high, but like they're not selling anymore. You know what I mean? Like basically, like the numbers of long-term holders, like wallets that have been holding long-term, they're not selling anymore apparently. And I mean, I think if the Mt. Gox thing already happened, where they released those coins, then that whole fiasco is over. That, like, I mean, Tesla and Elon Musk, and then the whole thing with Terra Luna, and like, just a ton of people. Like you said, like I feel like the majority of the money that's coming out has already come out. I don't know who is going to be there that has that many coins to sell all at once to cause a cascading effect to get it down there. I mean, maybe like some whales and market makers like might try to push it down just to get cheaper prices. But as far as like people just panic selling, maybe stop losses and stuff could get triggered. But as far as people just panic selling, like I feel like that's like that part of it is mainly over. Like as far as like for crypto or like for Bitcoin, like I feel like the whole capitulation event that everyone's been expecting, like maybe it already happened. Who knows?
Potentially.
That's funny that he said that, the Mt. Gox. I said that like 3 weeks ago when we started really going these dips. I said, I bet you that's freaking Gox. And it might have been. I don't know if anybody tracked it or whatever, but
that was September 22nd.
Bye. So Rick was looking at some specific things, right? And I was like, huh, that looks exactly like the SPY right now, right? You want to look at the chart real quick?
Yeah. Let me
projection.
I'm going to bring it across to my screen so that my YouTube can see it. Second. I'll pop it out into a window. Here we go.
Well, were you, B? You were on his channel and you friggin' not over here?
No. I just brought my stream into Discord.
On his channel.
Yeah, here we go. Go for it.
Okay, so this is the. Let me see if I have the SPX. So this is my current fractal, right, Kwai? You're probably familiar with this one. This one was pretty darn accurate. Hit this coming down. This one we dipped a little bit too low. Maybe we might go lower here on this one since part of the fractal. This one's actually a little bit. This one's lower than this one, but we've already hit our target basically. I'm not sure. We might hit this level here, and then go up. This is the current fractal, right? So, now let's look at the let me see, the SPX, which is basically the same thing, but I don't have anything on this chart. So let's look at the SPX. Is it the same? Is it a little bit less extreme on the move up? It might be. No, it's identical. Okay, SPX. Okay, so sorry, let me find the SPX just so it doesn't have the fractal on it. No. SPX. Okay, turn off all the indicators.
It does look like it hit that level already, huh?
What, the on the fractal? It might have.
Well, no, that
What this
That
this
level,
level
that
here?
level of
This
support.
is yeah, but this is like a minor level of support. Like this is like what is this? We already hit it once. This
Yeah.
is the second time, and we're
Well,
making a lower low.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that's what was holding us up all day today, and like just because I was expecting
No,
it
no,
to
no.
drop a
We've
lot
been at this
faster, a
level.
lot.
We've been at this level a while. It's. I don't think was today the first day. No, I don't think today was the first day that we touched that level. But okay, so this is the chart, right? And Rick was showing me something. And I was like, wow, that looks like the SPY, right? Because I look at this, been looking at SPY so much, especially on the monthly. So paste.
Okay.
So.
Right.
Oh, is this the Great Depression thing?
Yeah. So
I think
you
I was
have-
actually watching on YouTube when you were doing this. Like I had it in the background.
Yeah, I reckon it's
yeah,
pretty cool.
So this right here, right?
Oh shit.
Fucking, you see this? And then
Yeah.
bump. We're missing the third one, but I guess this it could be a little bit different, or it could be a little bit because this was like a boom. This is not on log; it's on auto. There might be a bump here. It's just lost in the linear price charts, right? Just because of how small the SPY was, right? The bump here maybe.
Yeah, I sold
how
almost
small.
all my stocks. I'm only in a few
So-
stocks right now. I've got like Tesla and shit, but yeah, it was looking scary, so I sold.
But
I mean,
you
I
see
don't know.
how identical this fucking move here is? It's like, wow. And what this brings us down to, right, is that other fractal, right? It brings us down to this full retracement, right? So my fractal brings us down here, right? My fractal right here at the end of it, completion.
Like the COVID drop.
The COVID drop, double bottom.
Okay.
How's it not my fractal? That's my fractal.
It's just a market fractal.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean,
What
you didn't
what
make
caused it to dip? What was that
did.
dip?
I picked 2 points and then moved them
it.
on.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. Go ahead. Go.
Okay.
What was that dip, B? That right there,
This?
back in
The Great Depression.
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
This
on the fractal, yeah.
No. Right there.
On the fractal or in the this?
Yeah.
That's the
This
COVID
is
drop.
That's the COVID drop.
Yeah. So compare it to what the other one on the 2008. Is that what that is, or you're going back further?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. The other fractal's from 2000. It's from 2008, but
Right. All right. Wait.
I have said before, I manipulated it heavily, right? It doesn't look like actually that one might not be from 2008. That one might be from this SPX 1997 or some shit.
So
one of the fucking
it might have been the bank.
Either way.
The bank crash. Maybe
it doesn't matter because they all look pretty much identical, right? And
No, that's the Great
That's
Depression.
the key word right there.
That was the Great Depression from the Dow Jones chart.
50% dips, all those 50% dips
react the same way.
Yeah, they basically have the fractals almost identical, and I'm warping them anyway to fit my let's go back on the SPY chart, right? I'm warping them to fit this key level here. You see, and my time frame. I'm warping this to fit my the time frame that I choose, and to hit these levels, right? This level here, first potential bottom. That's why I think it's important. This here, and it doesn't have to follow the fractal exactly. This was a good catch right here, right? This move up, but it doesn't have to follow. This works kind of like a magnet, and the price will likely stick to close to it, but not exact, right?
But should still have the same formation, so you're right on exactly.
Yeah, formation should be similar. You know, and that's why you have these things where it's like, oh man, we were only supposed to get this low on this candle. Does this mean that we won't get a new low, even though this month on this fractal it's a new low? Maybe we won't get a new low and it'll just go up from here. And it just came 1 week early and happened to be in a different month. You know, like
no, it's close. It's close enough, man. You can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It came 1 week early, but that changes the how it looks on the fractal, right? A dip coming 1 week earlier changes it from being on this candle to this candle, right? You know, So
Right.
let's go back. So that's shit that I have to try to figure out and be like, oh, are we gonna get a lower? But that's not the point. So you have this here, this Great Depression one, and it hits this level, and then this is my fractal, hits this level, comes back up, hits this, right? But this thing just fucking continues way down. We went over the other day why that likely won't happen, because there are actually financial systems in place that will prevent this sort of thing from happening now. But it doesn't mean that we won't do a similar move, and whatever is permitted by our financial system, whatever dip is permitted is where we're going,
Well, that's also really far out. Like remains so much remains to be seen before that fractal could ever manifest anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because that fractal can also just retrace 50%, not 100%, and you know what comes after that bull run.
But draw a horizontal line from them two
Yeah,
humps.
but even
But
even
good
if
job until here. Yeah, no, I get you. Even if it goes and revisits that lower wick and
well, I'm
goes
saying
up
even if you even if we go to a bull run after this, right? Like, god damn, like
That's like a 8-year bear market, dude.
Well,
wait,
I'm thinking
going
I'm thinking 5 to 8 year bear market. That I've literally said that before. So.
Wait, don't go back to that. I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Those two humps, right?
Which one?
Yeah, they're very different.
Those two humps. Draw a line, a horizontal line across that all the way over. And what's the price? Right? Yeah.
Double top.
Double bottom, you mean? Or double top
Yeah.
into SR flip.
Right. What's the price on
that? On the SPY, this is not SPY.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the SPX. 1592.
Does that sound crazy or?
We were supposed to have the roaring 20s. I didn't want a bear market for a decade. I was supposed to have the roaring 20s coming back this decade after the pandemic.
Yeah, but this is all afterwards.
Yeah, on the SPY, the equivalent is the 155, which does sound crazy. I'm thinking at least this, right? And then, but yeah, this, like, what does this look like to you? Let's say this is on a 5-minute chart, and you see this fucking happen. What do you think is gonna happen after this? Right? Like, come on.
So with the Great Depression comparison, are you comparing it like on a technical analysis perspective or a fundamental analysis, like, or is it a bit of both?
Both.
Okay.
That's why with the fundamental analysis, you can pretty much assume we will not go down on the SPY to $50. Right?
Yeah, I don't.
It won't follow the fractal exactly, because
Bitcoin just hit the top where I said 1914.
The Great Depression happened because a bunch of people defaulted on their loans, a bunch of money was printed, there was no financial backing for the money people had in the bank, right? So there was no institution in place that would back people's money, right? So there was no real insurance for people's loans or money or anything. So everything fucking defaulted. And that's why we had that massive depression. So is that possible? Very unlikely now. Very, very, very unlikely. Just because of the systems we have in place.
Yeah, I think I think you hit the nail on the head there.
People are that's what I'm saying. A drop similar to the Great Depression, but minor. Maybe instead of this next section, because this up section was identical, instead of this next section here. So I don't know if I can erase. Can you erase only part of a fractal? I don't think you can, but you're gonna have to use you guys are gonna have to use your imagination for this one, right? So this is what I am seeing here. So ignore the rest of the fractal, right? And pretend like we came down. Shit, this is so hard to manage.
Yeah, it's so sensitive.
Yeah, it's because this little area is so small.
I got that 320 area. after that, it's fucking.
So now imagine
you had me at ignore the fractal.
So ignore the fractal. So you have this double bottom here, right? That's if everyone can use their imagination. It came back down here, right? Now you have this double bottom at this level, and then just the fractal just gets scrunched up because it wants to make the moves down, but we have so many economic things fucking preventing it from going down, right? So it'll just fucking scrunch up until it gets boom right here, right?
Reminds me of
And it's like,
Bitcoin.
whoa.
Yeah.
And then it's like, whoa. What is this shit? Is this a fucking bullish thing happening again? And then people
Falling
on the chart
wedge.
will be like, oh shit, it's fucking been 8 years. I forgot what bullish was like. And then they'll see this shit, right?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, it's time. Now it is time to buy.
Has it been that long?
You see?
Mm.
So that's just use your imagination for the rest of the fractal. That got us to this point.
So it's a
But,
falling wedge.
Yeah,
And,
that's what I think.
Yeah,
personally.
I think we're.
Or
bumping
just
again.
ignore fucking everything, as he just said, and just flip
just
a
put
coin
your
to
seat-
Well,
get the chance.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just like what most people do. Actually, they ignore everything.
Mm.
You know,
Yep.
you got a bigger conflict. If we have a bigger conflict, and throw a friggin' monkey wrench into it.
That's the funny thing about markets and speculation, right? Even the 40, 50-year veterans, like the so-called experts and gurus, they get it wrong too. They've been known to get it way wrong.
I think that
Yeah, like all the
most
time.
veterans. I think most veterans, especially in the YouTube and TikTok space, they're fucking, oh my god, I
They're-
fucking hate them.
Yeah, they're not even.
Them.
They're not veterans. They're like,
Yeah,
they're beginners like
investors, investors that like never really knew what they were doing.
They
and
just got
have-
lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they just held over like 10 years, and they're like,
Yeah,
yeah, I've been
that's-
trading for 10 years. It's like you haven't. You just buy.
Yeah, they're just lucky to be born at the right time, you know, and to be like
Well, what I
interested at
do-
the right time.
Well, what I do is
Yeah, at the
I
very
actually-
bottom. Yeah.
I actually buy, and then when on days that it's really red, I buy more, and then I just wait. I just wait until it's in profit, because eventually it goes in profit, and that's it. That's how I trade. Not a lot of people know how to do that.
Well, look, that's investing in a nutshell. Like, yeah,
They're like, you don't
You
need
buy,
indicators,
and then you
bro.
wait.
So it's red. A lot of people they don't they just don't know how to do it. Damn, 91 votes today on this poll that I had on my YouTube. Who's the most entertaining? Turbo, Expectus, Jolt, or OG? OG is fucking dominating with 37%. God damn.
Of course.
That's
And
on what? On YouTube or?
Yeah, 91 votes.
Where do I come in? Where do I
Ex-
come in?
You're
Oh
at
god.
Why is Expectus damn freaking Expectus? Your mic is messed up. Fucking Qui-Gon's mic was messed up. Expectus mic is messed up. Are you okay, Expectus? You're at 26%, by the way, as the most entertaining. So that's
Come
you're
on.
tied. You're tied for second place with Turbo.
Hey,
2.5 million
Wow.
Solana longed.
Oh,
1.5
Turbo took the
million
lead.
ADA long.
where do I
Expectus,
cast
you're
my
in second.
vote? This is on your channel, yeah?
on-
Community?
Yeah, YouTube. Yes, YouTube. No, just
Yeah. Who's
Oh,
voting?
just on
anyhow?
YouTube. Okay.
It's probably all of us that are voting, right?
Expectus, Turbo took the lead.
Probably
You're
all
in
of
second
us.
place, not anymore. You're in third place. I'm surprised you guys are all beating Jolts, but I guess a lot of people don't even know who Jolts is anymore.
Yeah, who?
I hardly speak in here anymore, so there's that.
Oh, you would have won otherwise.
I cast my vote.
I wonder what time do they listen in? Those 17 people.
97 votes. That's a pretty good. That's a good capture of, you know.
Yeah, who's double fucking voting?
I don't think you can. I don't know. Unless you have multiple YouTube accounts. Yeah.
I don't know how he has it set up. I'm not on the list, so forget it. I got my tail between my legs. Neither is anyone else that.
Shit, there's just over half an hour to go until the quarterly close.
And BTC resting on this trend line on the hourly.
So what number do we have to close at for, let's ask TD, to make it bullish or bearish?
You got to close above the downward trend line, man.
That's bearish. If it's coming from you. Just kidding.
I give up on giving TI because it never gets recognized.
Oh, bullshit. We
looking pretty bullish.
The monthly doesn't seem to have any chance at closing bullish.
I don't know. I just said if we close over 19.5, I'm happy.
Yeah, the monthly wasn't looking too good last time I saw it. But I mean, if it closes as a doji, there's a chance that the next one could save it. But this particular case, I haven't looked at it in a little while, so I don't know. But I remember it wasn't looking good when I last looked at it, or when I last checked.
I think I know what happened to the British pound. We're dangerously close to. I don't know if you guys saw the NATO. What is it? Zelensky applied for Ukraine to be part of NATO.
That was a while ago. It finally went through, or?
Well, that's just it. Ukraine's in a war, so if they admit a country at war, they go to war with whoever they're at war with.
Yeah, basically it means that Russia is no longer just attacking Ukraine. Russia will now be attacking NATO.
And NATO will be attacking Russia.
Looks like the hot number is. Thank you for all that current events voice. Looks like the hot number is 19,417 for today's daily close.
Ah, see, 19.5 would be. My feeling was correct.
Russia's not.
I figured it would. It would be better to close above 19.8 because that was the 2017 all-time high. But it doesn't look like it's going to be able to do that.
And this
is going to have to rip, but it's going to.
If we move from here, this is the fifth pivot off this ascending trend down on the hourly chart for Bitcoin as well.
Yeah, and this daily candle versus yesterday is a higher high and a higher low, but it does reek of a lot of sell pressure, as apparent by the shadow or the wick.
This will be the first monthly candle close. If the monthly candle closes like this, it will be the first time that we got a full body candle close below the 2017 all-time high. That's scary.
Called it.
You totally called it.
Good job, expected. I think well, we got to wait to see what's going on with Russia.
Good job, Rectus.
Yeah, Rectus. He Rectus.
We do still have bullish divergence on the weekly, though. Over.
Weird.
Beautiful. Over.
I prefer
over.
Rectus.
It is not big enough.
That's what she said.
From the back.
Nighttime with the yo-yo. Woohoo!
So that ETH trade I was working on earlier, I experienced KuCoin skipping my stop loss for the first time ever. Didn't realize that I thought I got stopped, so I just went back to yard work and came back and realized my trade was still open. Thankfully, it didn't take me out, but got just about back to profit, and I went to set a new stop loss, and just limit closed on accident.
Bitget has higher liquidity.
So
I DCA'd more ETH today to try to get out of it sooner.
So just sitting here, very thankful that I took a small loss instead of the whole trade.
Market.
But that's just, I don't
That's
know.
all right.
That's funny that like by the end of it, it was just like an accident that closed me out.
I pushed the wrong button.
Wouldn't do it by my choice.
Ocean. Have you looked
Were
at
you doing
Bitget
it on
yet?
your phone? Sorry, go ahead.
Take a look at Bitget, Ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I end up accidentally limit closing when I get in a hurry sometimes.
Hold on. Expectus wants something.
Is my mic that bad?
Yeah, dude.
No, go ahead.
You're
just
little
like biting.
You're a little
biting at the what do you call it? Go ahead, Expectus.
Well, what I'm trying to say is check out Bitget and check out their charts, man. Look at the volume, the trading volume coming in on that compared to KuCoin, man. I don't think the Bitget's gonna have a problem with skipping stop losses like that. See, literally, I write in general, nobody responds. I talk in here, nobody responds. What's the point?
We're thinking.
You're making a
about
statement,
sorry,
bro. This is just a statement. You're good.
My mic was off. I actually wanted to ask you. So, are you saying that like they have higher volume trading on perpetual? On perpetual contracts?
Yes. Don't even go get an account. Just go and look at their charts. You don't have to sign up to go look at the charts.
Are you saying that it's more? But you were talking about the stop loss. So since they have more volume in perpetual contracts trading, you're saying that it's probably less likely that a stop loss would be skipped because there wouldn't be liquidity issues.
Watch the order book move and compare that to KuCoin. Put them side by side. Watch the candle reaction and watch the order book move.
I've heard.
And
I've heard Bitget's better
anyway. The bad thing that I don't like about Bitget, the thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have a depth chart. I hardly use the depth chart anyway, because those just get rug pulled. Those fucking buy and sell walls, they get rug pulled or they're manipulated.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
It's okay that it doesn't have that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've heard Bitget's a lot better than all the other platforms, especially like for trading futures, perpetuals, and shit.
Yeah, and you got higher leverage on all the tokens, not just Bitcoin.
Well, put your I think I did it already. Your link, your referral, Expectus.
Give me a sec.
So I think XRP is holding up strong, guys, and that XLM. I'm shilling again, Tay.
Are you shorting or are you long XRP?
No, I'm long.
Let me take a look at it.
Both of them, but you know, I'm surprised they didn't crash it earlier when Bitcoin crashed. It went down a couple pennies, but it didn't go down to 41 or 42.
Right.
On the 1 hour seems to be still holding support on that ascending trend line from the ascending triangle that it had the false breakout of earlier today before it got rejected by the.
Kind of looks like a double bottom down at 40. What is that? 47. Yeah, 47.6.
We're gonna make some sort of super candle soon upwards, and then I don't know.
I can't believe if October starts out so friggin' bullish, that'd be like unreal, right?
Are you there, B?
October's always bullish.
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you help me try to find a monthly candle for BTC that has more volume than this one?
that has more volume than this one?
Yes.
Not gonna happen.
Is
Feel-
that a
feel free.
fucking test?
Feel free, anybody, see if you can.
Oh, jeez.
I'm on my phone, so it's just a little clunky. So I'm not gonna not try. But I
thought it was.
see a 5 month. I see 5 months of volume increase leading to this what appears to be all-time high volume monthly candle.
I'm in my car.
No.
Should I buy here?
Oh, Jesus, matches. I will murder you. No.
Expect this. You didn't link the referral.
Demonetized.
Yeah,
More like be monetized.
No.
Or try
You
to
didn't
be.
I see what you did, dude. You switch the B and the D.
Click the link. Click
I'd rather be monetized.
Oh, okay. I see it up top. Yeah.
If you want
okay.
the link, it's the capital letters at the end after the equal symbol. Or you could just click the link. It's either way.
I wish there was I know somebody showed it to me once, but is it volume flow? I wish there was like a better volume indicator.
B, I agree completely.
There's
like
a bunch.
You know, I know, but I don't know it off the top of my head. One of the ones with volume that had please 1 second. Somebody had shown me before. One is volume on the side over here that shows the volume per price range. Another one was like money flow volume index or something, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly what. And it was like basically the money coming in and out. That volume.
Yeah, B, try the bull bear power trend.
Oh, maybe it was actually that. Maybe it was you. I'm not sure.
What is that called?
Okay, so
try bull bear power trend, man. It's
I'll check that after TD's request. 1 second. TD, literally every month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So like out of the last like 24 months, 19 of them had more volume than the one that we have now. Are you hearing me?
Yeah. And that's on the monthly. And
that's on total. Sorry, that's on total crypto market cap, which is how I trade. My bad. Oh, on BTC it is different. There is a lot of volume on. I'm assuming struggling here to get below the support level because volume. I mean price. A lot of volume and price is really just staying still. So I guess it's burning through a support, right? That's what it looks like. It's really fighting through a support. So yeah, there hasn't been a. Let me switch it to log. Does log affect the volume?
Yeah, I haven't quite dissected it enough to know if it feels like parachutes getting pulled or accumulation.
Yeah, I would say it's burning through a support right now. It is the most volume that we've ever had on BTC, but that's not including the this is raw volume, you know what I mean? Like this amount wasn't traded in BTC before, so I don't know. On something so parabolic, can you really judge volume like that on such a high time frame chart?
Here's another thing to think about: is volume can be created by selling as well.
I just said that it's burning through a support. Yep, I just said that.
Yeah. And if anybody is familiar with the Wyckofian principles of the effort and result, to see that amount of volume and price not correlating, there's not a direct correlation with the increase of volume and the actual price action. Over.
Oh, okay.
But
so we actually
why the bull bear power trend indicator is a good one, because it shows volume, but also shows the distribution between buy and sell, money entering and money leaving. So you can tell the correlation in volume if it's overpowered by the bearish side of things or overpowered by the bullish side of things.
TD, we're
Okay.
gonna create creating a on the volume. Basically, we've actually had more volume prior to what we have now, but it's showing right now that the way our volume is set up. See how like in the last bull market here, the volume increased and then dropped off and then had this these green volume, right, in the bull market, big green volume candles, and then comes down and then you see red volume, right? You see all these red volume candles down here, and you see how the red volume gets larger right at the really the dip of the consult, like right here at when it dips, you see, and then it consolidates for the rest of the bear market. We're at the similar area here, I guess. You know, big,
Yeah,
big
kind of
green candle.
flip log on.
It doesn't change the volume.
And remember, with volume,
See
it can be dramatically different between each exchange as well. I know that that's the liquid index.
Yeah, that's what we're
yeah.
looking at. So this is BLX. Oh, okay. So yeah, I suppose I'm looking mostly at this specific instrument, and I'll keep scanning too.
Yeah, but the volume is larger than on Binance, right? There is a larger amount on Binance, but on BLX you can see here that we have had more volume in the past, and yeah.
Whereas Binance pulls the largest volume out of any exchange, right? And it's had record amounts of volume. Like that's another thing you got to think about as well, right? On like say the monthly.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of volume with the red candle at a support, which kind of
which shows
it's our like third touch at the same support.
And that tells you that there's pressure in both directions because the candle hasn't moved very much. Hey, like there's a lot of absorption basically. So when it gets sold, it gets bought at the same time, which is why it doesn't move dramatically. Whereas if it was major selling and actual movement on the chart, then you'd have like a giant red candle down to like 5K, you know what I mean? To reflect the volume.
I guess you're right. Yeah, there is a.
That's the divergence of sentiment in the effort result of volume versus the price change.
Yeah. So a bottom is basically where demand and supply meet like an equilibrium and nothing moves because the bottom's like, there kind of thing. Like the volume could be high, but yeah. Once price.
Too many buy orders holding it up.
But looking historically at it, though, when this happens on BTC, if you're looking at BLX, because that has enough data for it to actually make any sort of sense. What's it called? So historically, it has this thing, and we just fucking break down and sideways. I guess we could have a little rally up here after in like 2 months or something.
I don't know where the BLX gains its information from, like for volume at least, because that seems very inaccurate. Because volume being at its peak in 2015 that makes no sense compared to today. Like it should like kind of be opposite. So yeah, maybe it's pulling volume. It could be pulling volume information from an exchange that isn't traded as much as it was in the past. Like a good example of that is Bitstamp. Its peak usage, people were using Bitstamp like majority back in like 2017, I think it was, and then it died off as Binance took, the bulk of the market. Like the bulk of the users basically trade on Binance. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird, man.
I want to see what happens when the lawsuit on XRP is finally up. If it'll replace Ethereum and everything else as the second coin.
Do you see what happened with XRP, by the way, Matches? The shit went up to $50. I mean 50 cents, sorry.
TD, why
keeps on spiking and dropping. Hey, should we be looking at liquidations now? Because this close, they're going to go for the liquidations.
We should. I actually need to turn on my damn Twitter notifications. I was like, what the like, I knew something was missing. I didn't know what.
Hey.
And then someone said, 3 million long done.
Thanks,
and I'm
Static.
Like, wow, I've
Appreciate
been not
that,
using
man.
that for months.
$1.99.
Twitter thing turned off. So, yeah.
See, if we hit 19.5, that's where liquidations for shorts is. And we can blow up through 19. Not much. I don't know.
Don't you
dare talk to me. That's what I'm looking at.
TD, while you're studying volume, there's another indicator called the Volume Accumulation Percentage Indicator, VAPI. It does something similar to what Expectus was talking about as far as kind of showing you whether it's weighted more towards selling or buying. But it works with an oscillator.
Okay, I like that.
And I put a picture in general for an example. You guys scroll up a little now, but it's the indicator at the very bottom, and you can see.
You just went inside a sardine can.
Why is everyone in garbage can mode today?
It's Turbo's birthday. We're all fucking under the table.
Inside a sardine can.
All right. But yeah,
Turbo, go get a fucking drink, Turbo.
Turbo is being very well taken care of. Don't you worry. Oh, we can have a drink.
Ooh.
You can see just like most indicators, like on the monthly, even with BLX, we don't have all that much information to work with. So like it's not the greatest test group as far as data, but both of the times before when we've been in this range on the VAPI, we've been near our bottom. Now that's on the monthly, which means like, near bottom could be months, but as far as price, it didn't get a whole lot lower once we got in this range.
Yeah, and that oscillators does seem to be factoring probably close or movement or price movement as well, but is represented by that histogram kind of thing. I'm looking at it.
I think so.
So it would naturally, if volume is increasing, with any weight, and it's correlating with price movement, then that's affecting that oscillator, and obviously that's a thing.
Another thing to consider, so when you think of Bitcoin being traded on every exchange, right, the top 3 exchanges are Binance for BTC against Tether, second position is BTC against BUSD, and then third position is FTX as an exchange. So position 1 against Tether, Bitcoin against Tether on Binance is $8.7 billion traded per 24 hours. And then second is 2.8 billion. And then FTX coming in third is only 900 million, which is still good, but it's nothing compared to 8.7 billion. So that's why I think Binance, the Tether Binance chart is like that's the one to look at for sentiment, and like because that's where the bulk is traded, the big money.
That's what I look at for every coin. I'm always on Binance Tether pair.
Yep, I made a point to when I made, because basically in the beginning of this, I had basically all the KuCoin, because this was mostly just for futures. This group here just for me, Jolt, TD, and whatnot, and I created a little trading, what are they called? The little lists.
A list, yeah.
Yeah, so the list, and I made one just specifically with, because before I saw that people were using the KuCoin things to trade, and I'm like, that doesn't make much sense because the patterns aren't there on the KuCoin one sometimes. And sometimes there are ones, but the market doesn't follow KuCoin, futures especially. The market's not following the KuCoin futures head and shoulders,
Also, KuCoin's index weighted the Binance data the heaviest at that time when we made that list.
Yep. So yeah, I basically 100% agree with what both Qui-Gon and Rick were saying.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, where does I mean, KuCoin's got to be up there for like in the top whatever. Yeah, it's sixth position. Yeah, so it definitely trades like a lot. 300 billion every day. Sorry, 300
What's
million.
Bybit? What's
Bybit.
Bybit doing?
So what was the
Well, that's
second one?
Yeah.
so these are spot. Sorry, these are spot. Let me link you the where I'm getting this. I'm getting this from CoinMarketCap.com. So if you go, I'll link it in the chat. You basically just open up the Bitcoin CoinMarketCap.com thingy. I'll make it even easier. I'll get you the URL. 1 second. There we go.
And thanks, Ocean. I'll check out that Vappy a little more. Thanks for the
So if you click on that link, it'll take you to the leaderboard, and if you notice at the top, you can select spot, perpetual, or futures. So to get the Bybit position, you need to go onto futures, I think.
Yeah, that's probably
maybe.
what that's what I used to trade. Yeah.
Yeah, or it could be perpetual. Yeah, perpetual. Click on perpetual, and you might see where Bybit sort of lands in the leaderboard. It's not very high at all, to be honest.
Rick, what did you say was the second biggest after Binance?
On spot, it's still Binance, but it's a different pair. It's against Bitcoin against BUSD, which is the Binance stablecoin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2.8 billion.
And then FTX is the
and
third.
then FTX is 900 million. Is in third position, and that's spot. That's not futures.
For the tether pair.
For tether, so yeah, tether against Bitcoin is first on Binance, 8.7 billion in volume.
So FTX is third, right?
Yeah, FTX is third, and that's spot.
Yeah, FTX got pretty big pretty quick.
It doesn't.
They're buying,
it doesn't account for. But I'm pretty sure Binance. Yeah, Binance is top as well for perpetual. But futures though, BTCC. I don't know. I've never even heard of that. Apparently, that's got.
Look at the charts.
Yeah. Bybit is fifth for futures.
Sorry.
Huh.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Binance has both USDT and USD. Fuckers. I was able to trade on Binance Global until they shut it down. Then I went on Binance US, and they shut me out of there because money was transferred out of country, supposedly.
Just over 5 minutes.
Hey, let's have a shot for Turbo's birthday.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I am actually getting a little bit of nerves, so I will take a shot as well. I'm actually gonna grab a whole.
Fuck yeah!
I'm gonna grab a whole bottle of rum.
There's 5 minutes to go.
You're fucking drinking rum.
V, don't you show up to this meeting drunk, man. I need you to have some wits about you.
No.
Oh, holy shit!
You can knock the edge off, though.
I just grabbed a bottle of wine, so I'll have to pop it open.
B coming in with a super chat. $20, my god. Thank you, B. Appreciate that. Do the toilets flush before you poop over there? Yes.
Opposite day.
Opposite day. Yeah, 100%. Thanks, man.
Day.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. No problem. Also, Coley, today is the last day of the month.
Yep, and the quarter. Last day of the quarter.
Okay, so I have a giveaway to do. So I am going to do it now before I forget.
We do have 5 minutes till daily close, just so you know, B.
Yeah,
So
daily.
interrupt my shot, no problem.
Daily, monthly, and quarterly close in 4 minutes.
Galaxy ticket.
You got a shot and a pre-roll with your name on it, Turbo. Happy birthday, man.
Jake, I have a roll right now. Nice. Let's do it. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you for the awesome birthday present.
Crap, I'm gonna have to pack a bowl now. Bowls, blunts, and booze for Turbo's birthday.
Big girl.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Cheers, Turbo.
Cheers, Turbo.
I'll shot my
Happy
coffee.
birthday.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Whoa, 3.8 million
L'chaim.
BTC shorted.
L'chaim. Hopefully it's not disrespectful that I tried doing that.
Racist.
Not at all.
Okay, good. So Galaxy ticket giveaway. It's about to happen. We're gonna do a giveaway. Random number generator.
I'm still so mad that I never got one.
Coley, can you tell me there's no excuse. What is the number starts with 496?
I was
Do you know what
gone.
the last number is?
I was gone when you came out with them, and then I guess I was missing the whole every time that you explained what they were. And I knew of Galaxy tickets, but I didn't know what they were or what they did. I thought they were just NFTs.
Let them do that so we can. Because the close is 3 minutes.
Coley, what's
Yeah,
the...
we're getting close here.
Okay, Coley, real quick, what's the last number? Do you know? The last number, the last Galaxy ticket?
I believe it's 583.
583. Okay. 583. Generate. Let's see who's the winner. 515. 515. You win. And
Yeah, and since it's opposite day, it's still 5:15.
515.
Oh,
Yeah, that's actually awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. It's
It's you, Coley?
Yes.
It's you?
Yeah,
Woo!
woo!
Goes around, comes around.
Go Coley.
Beautiful.
Hey.
That's beautiful. I love that.
That's great.
Get
Good
wrecked
job.
Turbo's birthday.
That's a good sign. Because we got 2 minutes until the fourth quarter starts. 2 minutes less.
Yeah, and if we close over 5.
I'm gonna rip. Come on, guys.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It could crash.
Okay,
You never
so
know.
last year,
Well,
I think it was just about at around 11 or 12 at night that we ripped on September 30th. It was just going into October 1st, and
yeah. Give it
Yeah,
a week.
who knows?
Even if we crash.
Yeah, what
a
happened
week?
last?
No, that's like
Oh,
It's supposed to be
Tonight.
October, guys. October.
Are you guys not?
October.
Are you guys not looking at that trend line on the hourly? Didn't draw it or anything? Or looking at it?
I just
mean,
mentioned
I
that
don't
like 20
know.
minutes ago.
I think I got it on my
I
chart.
circled the pivot point on my chart.
The ascending triangle that broke out and
Sorry.
had like a false breakout. Like it broke out of this ascending triangle, came back down, made support above it for a little while, and then dumped a little back down to the upward sloping trend line that it had
Yep.
made previous support on. So
Yep,
yeah,
correct.
I see that.
Do you mean that trend?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Doge
Uh,
is definitely on a cat.
30 seconds. 30 seconds until the fourth quarter starts. Hell yeah.
Shit.
Doge's gonna rip.
At least according to
Doge?
UTC, right? Like
I
the
don't know.
like
God,
0
I
100
hope
hours.
this next quarter is better, man. This third quarter was fucking brutal.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it
we all
was-
need to
suck.
cheers this. Who wants to go into a shot with the new quarter?
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
So I
so
need to get my
bro.
wine open.
You got 10 seconds.
I will be doing $50 giveaway, or maybe 20.
3,
I'll do 20.
2, 1.
$25 first.
Boom.
prize.
There it is.
Because I actually forgot to stream the 515, so I feel bad. I didn't stream it live.
But Rick,
I'm,
it feels the
I'm
same.
streaming this one now. $25.
Yeah, it does. It does feel the same.
$569, $25, and there you go. Now it's stream live. So I felt bad because I forgot to open the window on
Wow.
YouTube.
That's our first.
It feels the same.
Sorry, B. But yeah, that's our first candle body close below the 2017 all-time high. It's the first time it's happened ever since 2017. And it's the
Damn.
first time we closed the candle body below it.
There you go.
We're going down.
Give it a chance.
The minute chart is very threatening right now.
So
We're on
Doge's
the
gonna
50.
pull a little tail, and then it's gonna drop.
It might take a few hours to sort of see what's going to happen, but hey, we're in the fourth quarter, thank God.
Yeah,
Q3 was kind of
September,
boring,
too.
to be honest.
Oh, Rick, you're a pattern guy. Good morning.
Morning.
Massive Adam and Eve on the daily. Over.
Let's see, Adam and Eve on the daily.
At support, even.
Ah.
We joked earlier that it kind of almost looks like Adam and Eve are going to go fishing, though. with the way that bullish deviation in the middle of the pattern was.
Yeah, we're also approaching
big
that.
ass fish hook.
We're also approaching that angular resistance from this massive falling wedge that we've been in since all-time highs. Like we're getting close to approaching that. So the price has been making equal lows and lower highs for a long time now. So I mean, I don't know. It's kind of reminiscent of what happened back in 2017 before that massive capitulation event. But I mean, things are different now. Like we have there was a Mt. Gox thing back then is what I think drove a lot of it. But also like this time we have like a really screwed up global macroeconomic environment. But there's no like specific. I feel like with the amount. Hopefully not, but with the amount of capitulation that we saw back then, it was due to like a really specific catalyst. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if there's going to be a real specific catalyst that happens with crypto like immediately right now to cause that crazy.
Coley,
Like World War
is it
III or
okay if I send you the funds tomorrow? By the way, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, of course. I don't.
I'll gladly pay you
I'll
for
gladly
a
pay you.
Okay,
hamburger.
but here's the thing though.
No,
Jeremy.
you schmuck.
Here's
I was
my
trying
argument.
to screenshot it, like I'm supposed to do. I was screenshotting it and sending it to you, so I was in a different app. Sorry.
Here's my argument.
Yeah, no problem. But the vig is 10 points and the juice is running.
You need to send me. You need to send me all your Galaxy ticket info so I could do the math on how much like boost you get and all that. And I don't feel like doing that today, but send it to me and I'll do it tomorrow morning.
What did Coley finally win?
Yeah, she won again. This is the second time though, but she did win.
Oh no, I won both.
Wait, you won both?
Yeah.
Okay, so you 170. Okay, so just send me all the.
Well, I'll send you all the info.
Are you the only person playing it, Coley?
Yeah,
Don't
right.
forget to send him the interest rate you're charging him overnight.
She's got like.
Is that
She's got all the beef
175?
fuds.
She got the 175, yeah. Cause
She
had
10x'd what she sent me today.
Ooh.
Ah, that's a nice trade there, Coley. That was a very good
So,
trade.
can someone explain what this Galaxy thing is? We don't have that in Australia, so what are you talking about?
Yeah, so in the United
doesn't know what
States,
it is either.
So in the United States, we have something called Be Crypto Live, and basically what I did is I made it like a way for people that were like really big extremist Nazi people. I just called these people Nazis. Like I would give them the Twitch
on
profits.
my birthday.
You're welcome.
Wow,
oh shit!
bro.
I'm sorry. But yeah, so the people that were really dedicated to the channel, like you had to pay for it. It was a minimum of $50. You pay $50.
Dedication is not a synonym for the other words you said.
Okay, so they basically get the Twitch profits. So the Twitch monetization.
Oh, yeah.
And that's for like the lifetime of the channel.
Whoa.
So you pay $50. There's only 20 of them. So I'm losing out on this really, but I'm not because it's the Twitch profits, you know. So I always do a minimum of 150. Like last month or 2 months ago, I did like $600.
Whoa.
Right, as like a special. Yeah, but that wasn't because of Twitch profits. It just came out of my pocket because you know I wanted to make it an event because all the Galaxy tickets got sold.
Wow.
So but yeah, so now
you should make one for me and Turbo.
So for the lifetime.
I know, huh? He told me no.
So the
yeah, what the
lifetime-
hell?
for
We've been dedicated to this channel forever.
I want everybody to make their win once, which means if they bought one Galaxy ticket, they'll triple their money. So I want at least triple their money. I want people to at least win one time before I make any more. You know what I mean?
Well,
so basically, Rick, you have these Galaxy tickets, and they have numbers on them, right? So I'll roll the number. If it lands on your number, you win. And Galaxy tickets also have abilities. Galaxy tickets, Galaxy items, Galaxy spirits, they all have abilities. And you can evolve them, right?
Yeah.
So as you evolve them, they'll get more abilities. So like one of the abilities could be you get 2% bonus winnings for every Galaxy ticket that you own. You know?
So it's kind of like a lottery / raffle thing.
It's
like
like
you got 1 in 20
raffle.
chance of winning.
But a perpetual one.
Yeah,
cool.
you don't have to keep entering. You enter one time, and then you get to win perpetually for the.
Yeah, but you don't have any left, right? You don't have any galaxy tickets left.
I can make more, but like I said, I want everyone who's gotten one to win, or maybe I'll wait like another 6 months or whatever. But yeah, I would prefer if everyone who got one made them.
So if
like
Coley
triple the
keeps
money.
winning,
Send me a DM when you do.
know if he got one.
Coley's gonna
Yeah,
keep
I
winning.
would have totally bought one if I freaking knew what they were back then.
I explained it 1,000 times.
I know, but I never. I guess
But we
I was
phased
never
you
here
out
when you
900 out of those 1,000 times.
I guess I wasn't here when you explained it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Man.
Because if I
you're
was
lazy
when
like
I
me.
realized, then I would have.
Why? It's okay. We're on our own boat. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
you're
make
lazy.
more maybe in like 6 months. And I was also thinking of another concept: Galaxy Ticket Minis. They don't evolve and they don't have thing, but they're like $25. But I don't know. I want the first people the first 20 people to win at least once. So and it's
So
not
you
first
have
20
to
because some people
do-
have multiples. Like Luke has like 4, Coley has 5 or something. So once everybody wins once, which shouldn't take too long. It's already been a year of me doing it. So it shouldn't take too long.
I've only got one, and I think I've won 3 times now, right, B?
You've
Yeah,
won
you
3
have.
times?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Something's wrong.
That's
rigged.
fucking awesome. No, it's I use a random number generator. So literally whatever number comes, it doesn't change anything for me who wins, you know what
It's
I mean?
rigged because I always lose. I don't have a ticket.
But yeah, I'll be coming out with more of them in the future. So yeah. And Rick also
Yo.
would want to if you want to get involved, I'm planning on a new project, but it won't be Galaxy Tickets. It'll be a new NFT project.
NFTs? Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm
Because
happy
that's what
to.
Galaxy Tickets are.
Yeah,
Galaxy
I
Tickets
see.
are NFTs.
Oh yeah, B. Did you ever give Rick open mic?
Yeah, I've got
Did
it.
I?
Okay.
No. I think Cleo
Cleo?
sorted it out. Yeah.
Okay, good job, Cleo.
I used that NVIDIA noise cancellation program, and it works really well. So if I'm not talking, it won't cast like background noise. Even typing gets
sweet.
like blanked out. Yeah.
Wow.
Chippy Cups
wild.
wrote, sounds like a pyramid scheme. Chippy
Oh,
Cups.
through my stream? Yeah, I don't know.
Basically,
But no-
so Chippy Cups, just want to say, total, the maximum, from 20 of them, if they're $50, so 20 times 50, is $1,000, right? And I've given away more than $1,000 already. In just 1 month, I gave away $600. So it's not, and they don't have to keep paying. It's just the one-time payment. So, yep. Just want to make sure.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely
want
not a
anybody-
pyramid scheme.
Yeah, pyramid scheme generally
I'm
is
giving
where the
money
person
away.
at the top gets paid, like takes the it's a giveaway.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, it's a giveaway. Yeah.
I have to be
haters.
I have to be careful of if I was to conduct something like that, like if you run a raffle or like say like a lotto where the person running it gets paid, that's when it becomes like but
Yeah,
if it's total
I did
giveaway,
that-
that's I
I
understand.
did that for a little bit because not all the Galaxy tickets. And the months where, like, let's say I had Galaxy ticket number 10, right? And that wasn't sold, and number 10 won. I wouldn't give away the money to anybody, which means I would keep it, you know? But it's all random number generator, so. And
It's kind of
they're
like
all sold.
it's kind of like playing poker with your buddies. Like if the buy-in's $50 when you all get together and play poker, one person wins, but everyone's buy-in was the same.
I guess, but it's different.
Except your buy-in lasts forever.
Your buy-in lasts forever, and you keep winning.
I see.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not giving away the money that people use to buy it, right? If I was doing that, then I would have already gone.
So-
there would be no money left.
Yeah, so it's like
I'm giving away-
your monetization money. Yeah, gotcha.
My monetization money is being given away, and that one time I
Out of
pay
your pocket.
out of pocket, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just like now, right? That $25, I didn't make $150. First of all, I didn't make $150.
Well, as long as it's not a coming to America fund, I'm happy.
Yeah. No, but like this month on Twitch, I didn't make $150, but I still gave away the 150 because that's the minimum was 100, but I always do 150 because I feel bad doing 100, even though I said that would be the minimum. But yeah, so I gave away 150 and then I did an extra $25. So
I'll come to America with my own trading profits after the, you know, during the bull market. Basically, I'll be able to like fly over and do like a tour. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we got to get
Hell yeah.
Pisket here first, though.
I don't know if that'll happen, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know.
Eventually, we're gonna do a Be Crypto Live meetup. We should try to sync it with the same time that Rick's gonna be in America.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hell yeah.
That'd actually be dope.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah,
If
that'd
you
be
want to
sweet.
know what happened to Pisket, he tried to come to America, and my buddies at fucking border security stopped him, and he's in jail now.
Really?
No.
Do you guys remember that? No. You guys don't remember that? He thought
I don't remember that.
You don't? Oh my
No.
god, I got fucking slashed for that one.
Really?
Yeah. He thought I told Vugar that I had buddies at the Canadian border and that they were going to talk to the US border and not let him into the country, country.
I
And
see.
that
Yeah.
was when I knew that he was completely out of his mind.
Uh-huh.
How is that even possible? Explain to
Is
me.
that
Right,
supposed
right.
to get in Egypt?
What?
Yeah, in Egypt. Remember, Rick? You're supposed to meet Biscuit in Egypt or someplace there.
Yeah. And I'm still down for that. And John Smith too.
I had no idea you had such a serious pull there, Turbo.
I'm telling you.
There's
And
a new poll.
Shout
Poll
out.
on the YouTube.
Shout out to Keep Going for the Dragon Ball Z picture in his display. I like that, man. Is that
Thank you.
that's Tien and Piccolo? Or
Goku and
Yamcha. I don't know if that's
Yeah, I lost
that's not Goku, is
$600
it?
to BFUDs. Hunk, don't do this.
I kind of
Oh
want
my god.
to go along on Doge, but there's bearish divergence on the 5-minute.
It's Unk. It's literally a fucking pet peeve of mine now because people like calling BFUDs and damn the Galaxy tickets a scam has now gotten triggering because it's not true. It gets perpetuated, but it's not. Like, I'm not charging anybody for anything, just the BFUDs, and I'm not even making the money off the Twitch, so I'm giving it away. So it's not a scam. I don't know if you know about BFUDs, Rick.
No, I've never heard of it.
They're always dumping.
They're always dumping. So basically, Twitch has like channel points, and I made it so that for people to get in, to kind of restrict the people that get in, to restrict it, to restrict it, I made it so that you need to earn these points on Twitch to enter the Discord, right? And it has different utilities, right? Like, there's a loot box for a Galaxy ticket item, which like boosts your Galaxy tickets and gives you more profits. There is like a giveaway at 1.5 million BFUDs, which is like step up and win a prize. That's what it's called. But you have a chance to win between a Galaxy ticket and $400. 400 bucks. And Jeru has like 1 million BFUDs already. But yeah, so they're just channel points. You earn them by watching on Twitch. Yep. I think that would be a good thing for you to implement too, Rick.
Yeah.
Fucking scam.
Is Crypto Unk still around these days?
Yes, that's
closer than you think.
He's literally in your comment section.
Oh, that's him? Just UNK?
Yes,
Okay.
Unk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Cool. Well, so far so
Damn.
good.
Someone actually voted for me on the poll. I'm 20%,
For Q4.
22% the funniest.
Okay. Thank you, Juan Diego Santos, for the happy birthday. Well appreciated, buddy.
So you're a first of October baby, Turbo.
No, September 30th.
Oh, 30th September. Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh
That's
wait,
cool.
you're October 1st
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, he's one day ahead.
Yeah, man, I'm in the
right.
future.
You Virgo or no Virgo?
Yeah, we're going up or down, right?
Oh, I wish it was that simple.
What is it? What does the chart look like
Ding,
tomorrow?
ding, ding. You are correct.
I know. I wish I had that information.
Because it's still September 30th here. It's October 1st there. What does the candle look like?
The trading almanac.
The trading almanac. Yep, that's what we need.
Well, he just said so far so good a minute ago. So hopefully,
Oh, guys,
hopefully
you know what comes
tomorrow-
after the cookie fractal, right?
the
Oh,
cookie
no.
fractal,
The milk fractal.
The rip, man.
the cream.
Come on, haven't I taught you anything?
I gotta head off, guys, but
Remember?
I'll be back on.
Rick.
I'll be back on in a couple hours. I'll catch you on the next. And to YouTube, I'll catch you on the next stream. Thanks for tuning in, and all the best. All right.
Bye, Rick.
Bye.
Bye, Rick.
Later, Rick.
Ciao, Ricardo.
Turbo, I don't